Hello and welcome back. Oh man, I buried my face in there. I overdid it in front of the lady. All the things we do, right? Well, in any case, ignore that. Maybe I'll distract myself by by this bear, and just continue as if nothing happened. Go down by the river. Tra la 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 la. Yes. Welcome back, friends. Here I am, being extra silly for no good reason. Well, the good reason is what I just did, of course. In any case, um, I'm now swimming through the mighty Brandywine River down here, trying to go to Sanford, where I need to bring the ancient swords to Halbrand, so they may be destroyed. See how that goes. This is obviously part of the epic story, and we'll play a little around the epic story. After which we'll go back to way over here, and well, why doesn't it show us the location? Let's see, milestone. No war rooms. It's funny. In any case, we're going back to this camp where we need to work on the Luilot saga, which itself is a long chain quest, or question rather. Shallow enough, and I'm a strong swimmer, so I have no doubt eventually I'll reach Sanford. And the river is coming down around here. It's less deep, at least in these places. But it does remain a treacherous river. Just it's not the largest river or anything in Middle-earth, as you know. But it's not a river to be trifled with. That's for sure. After all, I grew up in Bree and have been on it plenty of times. You know, there is something about the hobbits not feeling safe on boats and stuff, because if you're on a flimsy boat on this river and it's the rainy season, oh, can't tell you how many incidents I've had. So you just need to be a good swimmer. That's the solution. And you have to know your strengths and weaknesses in terms of swimming and diving and holding your breath. Alright, well, that was a fun river adventure, and soon we shall be on the other side here. This is the actual Sanford, and even here you can see where the fort is. It's not as safe as it might be on other forts, so especially when it's swollen from recent rains. Okay. Wait, there was a quest over there? Wait a second. I missed that, and I apologize. Is that technically a quest related to the Cardolan region? Let's see. That's Dornegil. We have watched the borders of the Shire for many years, but I have never seen such evil as this.
What troubles you?
The passage of the terrible riders across Rudimore has done something to the animals that live here. Beasts that once lived peacefully alongside farms and villages are now driven to madness, attacking folk they never had before. If you wish to help us keep these lands safe, you'll help us deal with these creatures that have been newly driven to madness. A madness spreads. What else?
Our resolve must not falter.
My people have long protected the borders of the Shire from the dangers of the wild world, but I have never seen such evil as that which scattered my people a few days agone. Dreadful riders in black left many among the rangers injured or dead, and some of their number passed into the Shire. I know not how many. Will you cross the river and see how fare the folk of the Shire? Oh, funny. The terrible creatures rode us down, and I fear to think what they might do to the peaceful folk across the river. Look for Andy Brockhouse and see if he still lives. He keeps watch outside some of the neighborhoods that lie near Delving. Oh, really?
Will you aid us?
That's far away, Delving. I'm surprised. I mean, that's fine. Okay, yeah. Way over there in Waymeet is where I need to go. Interesting. We have to go back to the Shire? That's kind of fun. Oh, a couple more there. Yeah, so we need to go here and Waymeet. That's funny. Well, I think that's priority, guys. In the sense that, the Shire is more vulnerable than Cardulan, especially since we know some of the Black Riders entered the Shire. Yeah, we know what happened around here where, well, let's see. We know what happened in Overkill, where they'll be concentrating their efforts, Black Riders I mean, but that doesn't mean other places of the Shire are safe from the Black Riders investigating other areas. So I think we should just go to, what? I cannot just swiftly go to Delving? Really? That is funny. I apologize for that, guys, but I'm really perplexed here because I thought I could go to Delving anytime I wanted, but apparently not. Well, that complicates matters. It does. However, my heart tells me we need to do this first. Yeah, going this way, I don't think we'll achieve much, right? Can it? Is the Shire? Yes. But where in the Shire am I? Oh! Actually, not as far as I thought. Never mind. We're good. We're good. We don't need to travel. We just ride our horse. Okay. Cross the river and talk to Andy Brockhouse in the Shire. Is that him? Oh yes. The Shire housing broker? Well, good day, Bastardbur. How do you know my name? I've never met you in my life. You're looking fit and proud these days. Would you believe the good pennywort that runs in your favor today? No, I can't.
How do you do?
Black Riders? No, I haven't seen anything like that. Did you take a knock on the head? This is the Shire, and these are peaceful days. If anyone had seen a great big group of big folk on horses, all galloping together, someone would have said something. Now, it is true that sometimes a hobbit will see something that frightens him when he is out for a nighttime stroll, but 9 times out of every 10, the shadow that seemed to conceal something scary will turn out to be a fallen log in the road, or a deer frozen among the trees, and that more frightened of him than he of it. I appreciate the concern, but we hobbits know how to handle our own business. You go back to whoever sent you here in such a hurry, and you tell them all is fine in the Shire. Somehow I'm not reassured.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Now it's a lovely day, huh? Okay, well... Oh, okay, so now we don't have to go any further than that. Which is strange. We had multiple options where we could potentially maybe find this person. It's kind of strange. Okay. Well, I consider this done then. I'm just not reassured. Let's see what Thornhill would say about it. Okay.
Will you aid us?
The hobbits do not report seeing anything untoward. Well, strictly speaking, just one single hobbit who is very naive. This does not lighten my worries, Passable. I agree. For it means whoever commands the terrible riders does so with a purpose beyond only killing. He must have had the riders separate, so as not to attract attention. But what do they seek, if it is not open battle they desire? I'm glad that Andy and his folk still live, but I do not know what to make of the creatures that broke our lines and scattered my people. I say creatures. In the misty night they look like men to my eyes, but my heart says they are something else, an evil. Exactly right. Be aware as you travel these lands. Some of the creatures went into the Shire, but I think some of them remained here to trouble the Rangers and keep us from opposing them. So what, we'll want to investigate further the situation in the Shire? I think that's irresponsible on our end, but we're getting superior Shire puddings to allay our fears, I guess. Golden brown Shire pudding is a perfect complement for a roast beef dinner. And forgetting all your worries also. Shire porridges? A simple porridge of oats and spices, okay. Alrighty then. What did we complete? I'm not sure. Oh. Yes, ally to the Dunedain, okay. So reputation achievement, fine. Okay then. Now let's now finally continue with the epic quest. It's so pretty around here.
I have not forgotten you, nor the warning you brought to us of Saruman.
Possible. Let me now put your mind at ease. It seems he is the only of the wizards to betray us. And thank the powers it be so. While you were gone, a rider came up out of the south, Gandalf the Grey, astride a mighty horse, a steed of Rohan. Not just any steed. We spoke only briefly, but it was enough to assure me that Gandalf still aligns himself on the side of the Free Peoples. Yes, and I've had dealings with Radagast already, so I know he is on our side as well, if there are sides to begin with. And yet, the wizard's tidings were not all so rosy, for he said that evil forces are now in motion that will threaten the peace and safety of all of Middle-earth. He could spare no more time before hurrying to the Shire in pursuit of the Nazgul that preceded him. Okay, well, I'm less concerned then about the Shire if he's going to deal with them there. But what brings you back to this place? You briefly tell Halbarad what you have learned of the Grey Fear, and that Gorwyn and Meneldir believe it remains hidden somewhere within the keep of Dower Nil. The source you bring to me will be destroyed, for the runes that cover their faces are evil. But after I see that done, you must return to Dower Nil. I, and not alone. I and several of my company will go with you. I fear the two who remained may be in great danger.
I fear the two who remained may be in great danger.
Yes, they might be. But now, we'll just defeat creatures in Ruddymore, just for funsies. Okay. Looks like we need to... yeah. Defeat any creatures around here. Androval makes sense. Why I wanna fight those. Not the gold though, right? Good, good. I'm so glad we don't have to kill golds here. Okay. Otherwise the madness would indeed spread. Yeah, Southern Thief, sure. And Orc Scout. What about wolves? Yes, wolves apparently. They've gone mad. So we've gone mad in return. I guess that's how it works. Okay, so we are... hello. We're up to 6. This one? Yeah, even the rudimental bows. Okay. Okay. And then this guy. Good. Shouldn't be a problem. Then this creature. 9 out of 10. Maybe this one over there, and we shall be done. Yes. I won't make you suffer too long, see? That's my wicked excuse. Alright. Well, since Tornigale is pretty close, let's just try together. Southern Teeth. Dun, 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 dun. There she is, standing there on duty, vigilant, I'm sure.
Will you aid us?
Thank you for helping keep this land safe, Passabor. Never before in my memory have we had to deal with such evil as these riders in black possess. Yeah, I understand that. Engraved plated gauntlets, salvaged elven-made leather armguards, and elven-edged gloves. Alright, let's see. Well, see, this is a much lower level, level 23, but it's not so far behind. Ours is still better. Okay, well now, we have to return to Gorwin's camp, south of Dower Mill, and, you know, for two reasons. Well, actually, yeah, let's do that first. Let's go there. We'll go there the quick way. It should be fine. All right.
Your return. I was growing worried you were gone for so long.
Well, you know, I had to deal with stuff. Don't you worry. You tell her what you discovered. The woman you met sounds fascinating. And Sark Vorn? I've heard the name, but have never been. It was a haunted place even before the rest of Cardlan's death stirred again. Oh man, that sounds like trouble.
I still cannot believe you found so much evidence of Rilo's final hours.
You even work with someone who had spoken directly to her. This is astonishing. Everything you have accomplished in such a short time is more than I have been able to do in many years of research. Well, sometimes it just takes luck too, you know? We are so close. We now know where Loilot went to fight the Grey Fear. I suspect this creature was not defeated as was thought. They may even be in Sark Vorn now. I hesitate to ask you to go, but no. You have proven yourself over and again. I believe you can follow in the footsteps of Loilot, and in so doing, perhaps we can put the dead to rest, and as she once did, this time for good. I do not know the way to Sark Vorn, but I know one who might. I have been speaking with the ranger, Gorwin. Ask her if she knows the path to that unholy place. The Doom of Sark Vorn. And what else, Rangar?
I do not know what you may find in Sark Vorn.
But I wonder if I could ask you to look for any clues that my mother may have gone that way. I suspect that, like us, she was following in Loilot's footsteps. I do not know what you might find, but anything at all would be of interest to me. I am returning to Herne. The stew must need stirring by now. You carry much hope with you, and I will keep hope in my heart that I will see you again. The stew must need stirring by now? How many days has it been, Ryanger? How many times do you stir the stew a day? 0.5? Okay. Gorwin, Let's talk to her
You
as well.
have reason to believe the Grey Fear truly dwells within Sarkborn? It is worse than I feared.
It's a very bad place, apparently. Sarkborn was, you know, haunted even before all those things transpired hundreds of years ago now, right? And then we have the Great Fear on top of that. Nasty. I have not given thought to that terrible place since I was a young girl. It was spoken as almost a myth among my kin. A tale to steal the hearts of children, should the dead ever again crawl from the barrels of Turngortat. I know the way to Sarkvorn, Vasselbor, but it is treacherous. The way or Sarkvorn? It is to the west of here, built into a hill of black stone. If you spy an old wooden bridge crossing a chasm before a waterfall, you have found the way. If you seek to defeat the Grey Fear, meet me there, my friend. Okay. We shall not forget to do the delving missions here. What is the name of this guy? Bagwan. Okay. We only know the first name. Fine. Now let's see, guys. Yeah. Now we're headed towards Sarkborn. For a couple of reasons, to meet Gorwen and also to search for clues about the mother, right? Okay, so let's see what we can accomplish here. I already know I can climb on this side because last time when I was first entering the southern old forest I went through here, so that part I understand and should be fine. But finding the place, the cliffs, the rocks, that might be indeed treacherous. Yep. Okay, so let's carefully continue this way. Oh yeah, there is a bridge. I think that's the bridge they talked about, right? Okay, I'll carefully go this way. Break my legs only a couple of times, maximum 3 times. That should be fine. 1. That was just 1 time. Pretty good. Okay. Apparently there is a way through here, but I just don't know it. Okay, so there is a way, safe passage through here. Okay. Oh, I see some clues here. Oh no. The bones of this skeleton have been bleached by the sun and weathered by the years. It is indeed a weathered skeleton. There was a necklace on the skeleton. Yeah, I heard the noise it made. Okay. Oh, guys, I think we should bring the necklace to Ryangar first, before we meet Gorwen. We'll probably meet Gorwen next time in the next episode. Let's see. Can we find our way back through here? If we could, let's see. Wait. Is Rangar now here? Interesting, okay. Well, I have no problems with that. Well, I have more problems with climbing over here. Oh man, we lost our spot now. That's okay. We should find another way up to the top. Okay, up this way should be fine. Or so we hope. Yeah, we'll find a way. Well, maybe, maybe not. Yeah, it's a pretty tricky place, okay. Well, should go down this way and up again, I hope. Here was a promised second breaking of our legs. Go for a different reason. We shall count it as well, though. Okay. Oh, never mind. We need to go all the way to Herne to bring the necklace. Yes. However, since we're here already, we might as well talk to Meneldir. Meneldir and Gorwen are both gone. Oh no. Alright. Let's talk to you instead, Halbarat. This is what I feared, Basabor. That some evil come to them, did they foolishly depart in search of it. Gorwen, at least, would have the sense to remain until you return. But of Meneldir I cannot say. He has fled his duty before. I don't think that's what happened here. Might he not do the same today? No, I don't think that's the case again. I know him better than that. Engraved plated boots. Not bad. More might, less vitality, more critical rating, less fitness. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's see, technically, yeah, I think I'll replace my current boots. Salvaged elven-made leather boots and elven-edged shoes. We have no choice now. We have to search for Gorwen and for Meneldir, and hope we're not too late. Prepare yourself, Bassador, and speak to me when you're ready. One way or another, this adventure nears its end. Spectre of the Great Fear. Alright, my friends, so let's see here. Where the new boots? The same armor, one more might, one less vitality, but I don't care about vitality as much as I care about offense. 48 critical rating instead of finesse rating. Yeah, I'll take that. It's not better, but it's not inferior either. Engraved plated boots. Okay. Yeah, they fit my attire better now anyways. Ooh, a little too excessive on the front, but hey, you know, I look a little bit like a stormtrooper in those boots, but what is a stormtrooper? I'm a Middle-earth inhabitant. I'll see you next time, guys. Enjoy life. See you soon. Goodbye.